Hi there, I'm Athena and welcome to my library of amazement. This is my adventure book and wow, I can feel it rumbling with excitement over where we're going today. Today's story comes from a niece and a scientist, and I have a funny feeling it might have something to do with memories. Are you ready to go on an adventure?
Hi, Uncle.
I do hope you don't have a cold or anything. If you brought something into my lab, it could have disastrous effects on my latest experiment.
I promise I'm not ill. Mum's running some errands in town, so she'll pick me up at 5.
5 p.m.? Then we mustn't a moment to lose.
What are you working on?
You mean, what are we working on?
You need my help with something. I'm in.
I'm glad to hear it. Okay, I'm going to need you to drink this.
What is it?
It's something I've been perfecting these last few days, and you'll need to drink it unless you want undeveloped matter compressions. And trust me, you don't want undeveloped matter compressions.
Trust you?
I mean, I've never failed anything before, have I?
Well, I guess not, but there've been some very close calls. Fine, I'll drink it. Oh, that feels weird.
You mustn't a moment to lose. I need you to put in this earpiece and then stand in that machine over there.
You mean that mess of cables totally looks safe?
It is perfectly safe, or it should be after my last adjustment.
Is it a teleporter? Awesome.
Not quite. You'll see.
What did that machine do? Where am I? It's all dark and gloopy in here. Doc, can you hear me? Where on earth did you transport me to?
Ah, you've gone inside my brain.
What, you can't be serious. I'm inside an actual brain. That's so cool. Wait, you sure that's safe?
Don't worry, I've done all the calculations. And anyway, there's so much activity going on that you're just insignificant compared to all of that.
I wouldn't exactly call a human inside another human's brain insignificant. And what kind of activity are you on about?
Don't worry, you'll find out. Listen, time is of the essence. You need to find your way to the cerebrum and find the memory section.
The memory section? And how do you expect me to do that?
If I concentrate hard enough, I should be able to send a nerve cell to your direction. That should lead the way to the cerebrum.
Concentrate hard enough? How would you even...
Well, you're breaking my concentration now. Just only use the communication if completely necessary.
Okay then, over and out. I guess it must have been some sort of shrinking device. I'm inside an actual brain. Is someone there?
Hello. I'm Ned, the nerve cell, and I've been sent here just to show you around, really.
Glad to hear it. Obviously, I've never been inside an actual brain before. Is there anything I should know?
Well, the brain is sort of the control centre of the whole body. So, nerve cells like me send signals around the whole body.
Okay, so whereabouts in the brain am I now?
You're in the brain stem, which is right at the bottom of the brain. It may not seem like much, but it actually controls all of our natural functions, like breathing. So for instance, if you breathe in while I count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See?
Oh, I guess my medulla's working properly then.
That's right. Now we're going to have to travel to the cerebellum, and then through to the cerebrum until we get to the occipital lobe.
Of course. Why did I think it would be simple? Should I lead the way?
Yes, go on then.
Why do we have to travel through this cramped space to get to the next brain place?
The cerebellum? Well, to travel across all areas of the brain, we need to use these connected tunnels called neuron pathways. Look, do you see those flashing lights?
Yeah, I do.
Those are electrically charged neurons, and they're zipping a signal from one part of the brain to the other.
Wow, I didn't realise there were so many signals sent at the same time.
I mean, like, there's loads of them. How did you not know? I mean, I think you probably should keep going, though.
Yes, as the doc would say, time is of the essence.
Oh, here we are, the cerebellum.
Great, so how do we get through here then?
Well, for a nerve cell to travel through these, it's essential that everything is working properly. So in each section of the brain, otherwise it might go into shutdown mode and it'll trap us here.
Well, we wouldn't want that.
Exactly.
What's this part of the brain for?
This part of the brain is essential for essential movement, like, balance or the use of muscles or, anything else like that in the body.
So what you're saying is if I go like this, I'm using my cerebellum to try to stop me from falling over?
Exactly. Now, if you press that button, we can do some other exercises to test it. First one. And just through me testing you on those, it's safe to say that your cerebrum and that area of the brain that does a whole lot of things is looking good. So, we're going to go to the cerebrum, which is, solving problems. So,
And let me guess, that's where we're heading next?
Exactly. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Let's go.
I never got around to asking you. What memory is it that you're looking for exactly?
You know what? I'm not actually sure.
It'd have to be something pretty important though, wouldn't it, for you to be in here trying to retrieve it?
After all this, it's probably not that important. Probably just some forgotten equation or something.
Yeah, so once you found the memory, what, are you going to go back to where you came from or something?
The real world, I assume that's the plan. Anyway, we should get going.
Yeah, I really should. Ah, here we are in the cerebrum. We've arrived.
Hey Doc, we've arrived at the cerebrum.
Ah, great to hear. Whereabouts?
Whereabouts?
In the frontal lobe.
In the frontal lobe.
Ah, marvellous. You must be close now.
I sure hope so. Please don't say this is going to take much longer.
Shouldn't be too much longer. But be careful when travelling through my current area. I wouldn't be surprised if my frontal lobe is filled to the brim with thoughts on all my current experiments. Good luck.
What did he mean, be careful?
Well, the frontal lobe is responsible for sort of planning, problem solving, all that sort of thinking.
Ah, I see. That makes sense as to why there's so much going on here. As a scientist, it's not surprising for him to have lots on this part of the mind.
Oh no, that's not good.
Why? What is that?
Well, put simply, it's some sort of nagging thought, some sort of thing that he's never been able to get out of his brain properly.
Let me guess. We're going to have to solve it to get through?
I'm afraid so. Does it look complicated to you though?
Well, the good news, it doesn't look like some sort of complicated science equation. I guess it's unsurprising, seeing as you can usually work those out instantly.
So what is it then?
It looks like a riddle. I guess we're going to have to solve it. It says, I saw a boat filled with people. When I looked back, there wasn't a single person. How was this?
Teleport or hydrogen cloaking thing, or I know, shrinking device, like the one that you had when...
It doesn't seem to have budged.
Oh.
Can't have been any of those guesses. I say as you were one of the doc's brain nerve cells, I'm sure you would answer exactly as he would.
Yeah, true.
So it mustn't be a science-related answer. Allow me to have a second to think. Wait, that's it!
What?
When I look back, I didn't see a single person. A single person. That's because they were all in relationships.
Oh, I get it now. You did it. You got the right answer. I reckon that's been bugging him for ages.
Well, what's that then? Another barrier?
Looks like it.
Oh no, that definitely looks like a science equation. You're going to have to help me out with this one.
Ah, piece of pie. I'm one of the doctor's nerve cells after all.
Well, go on, what does it say?
It says, what is H4 plus O2?
But that's just numbers and letters. I don't understand how it's related to science.
Well, the O2, the H4 first stands for parts of hydrogen, and then the O2 starts for 2 parts of oxygen.
So surely H4O2 would equal H4O2.
Well, you're almost there, but the H4 and O2 can actually be simplified down to H2O1.
H2O, I recognise that, that's water.
You got it, look. Oh, we can access the next part of the cerebrum now. Let's go.
Whichever lobe is responsible for memories, that one must be next, right?
Well, there's actually 4 different lobes in the cerebrum.
Why is there so many?
There's so much stuff to be controlled in the cerebrum. There can't only be one lobe. I mean, there's your personality, your senses, and, you know, sensations and...
Okay, I get it. There's a lot to be managed. I hope the lobe we need is next.
Let me guess, is time still of the essence?
You got it. Tell me we've made it to the right place.
Oh, we made it all right. What we're standing in right here is the hippocampus. It's where all memories are stored and formed.
So, how do we locate a certain memory?
Well, memories are sort of sorted into two types. You've got long-term memories, which are these bigger ones. Short-term memories, which are smaller ones like this. They're sort of, these are sort of less important information.
So, we're looking for the most important one. I wonder which one it could be. Wait, this one.
Oh, yes. Careful. Light tap. Pair it with the hippocampus, and then the memory will just come flooding back.
Who's ready to make Easter eggs? I know they're your favourite, and just in time for Easter too. For my recipe, we're going to need 225 grams of your favourite chocolate. We will need 75 grams of cornflakes, 50 grams of butter, and 2 tablespoons of gooey golden syrup. Then we're going to need some mini eggs, as many as you want. How yummy are they? I have to stay with you for the next part of the process because this has hot water. So we need to leave this bit to me, the adult. This applies to anyone who's making it. You want to melt the chocolate, golden syrup and butter all together. Doesn't it look scrumptious? Now dear, once it's all melted together, we need to take off the heat. Leave that for me to do or any other adult to do, as it's going to be hot. Children should not touch any bowls that have been in contact with boiling water. Now I want you to pour the cornflakes into your mixing bowl and then I'll pour the chocolate in. And let's mix. Oh look, how yummy it is. Let's put them into cupcake cases and sprinkle on the mini eggs. Now look, here you have our favourite Easter nests. Don't they look lovely? I'll put them in the fridge and then they'll be ready to eat. Who's hungry?
Ah, well done. I've just received the memory. That was the right one. Pulling you out in 20 seconds.
Well, Ned, I guess this is goodbye.
Wait, you never told me what the memory was, though.
It's the memory of my grandmother and her recipe for the Easter nests. We used to make them every year with the family, but we haven't for a while now.
Oh, okay.
10.
What's a family?
It's
9.
a group of people that are related, I guess.
8.
But please don't go.
7.
I don't have a family. I want a family.
6.
But of course you do. All the neurons in the brain are your family.
5.
And besides, you have a friend.
4.
Who?
Well, me, of course.
3.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Ned. What an
2.
adventure it's been.
1. Excellent. Fantastic work. Now you know why that memory was so important.
Yes, even I can remember how great Grandma's recipe was, and it's been years since I've used it.
Ah, well, when I was a boy back in Germany, she taught me how to make that, and now we can make it too.
We can make it, as in us together.
Of course, and I need someone else who's seen the memory to work out. Have I got this right?
Looks great.
Ah, and this Easter we can get back together with the whole family.
Just like Grandma would have wanted.
Exactly. Memories are some of the most important things in our brain. I hope you know that now.
So, off to the kitchen?
Well, we have just about enough time for one more adventure, but we must hurry.
Let me guess. Time is of the essence? What do you need me to do?
Wow, what an amazing adventure that was. We went on a great journey together. Unfortunately, it's time for me to go. But don't worry, there are plenty more adventures for us to go into together. If you want us to share your story, please send it to PO Box 42, Butterworth Drive, New Forest, England. Goodbye!